I am here and I am ready to begin the positive message for today. The positive message for today. What a way to start off our mornings, right? With the positive message for today, getting your day started, and to have that motivation early in the morning, early in the morning to get your day started. And I'm just going to, wait a minute, I got something that I need to turn on. So I felt like it was something missing. Something missing. So I'm going to be doing the positive message for today. But before I begin that, let me just begin with my verbal verification. As to, can't do it without this, I am the one and only Atavia Gold Star. As my verbal verification, I am the one and only Atavia Gold Star. Now for my verbal copyright, everything that I am saying in this YouTube live stream are all of my ideas and creations coming from my mind, my thoughts, my lived experiences, and my opinions. And now for the positive message for today. Are you all ready? Are you all ready? It is the beginner's plan. The beginner's plan. And actually, I'll be right back. Just right back. See, this is some of the things you have to go through when you're doing it all by yourself. See, you have to work it all. The magic, the behind the scenes, everything by yourself. See, but I'll be back because I'm going to speak to you more about that. What it all been with the positive message for today, the beginner's plan. I'll be right back. And see, when you're working on things on your own, you have to make sure you're also doing your own. You're going to be your own as far as when you are doing like entertainment, set design. Well, I'm really going to say set design first, but when you're doing like your own, maybe your own YouTube channel, and you want to just make sure you have everything to look up the way you want it to look, you may be doing it all by yourself, but then you want to make sure you have it all looking the way you want it to look, because you may not have anybody around you that's helping you. So if you want certain lights on, you want it to look a certain way, you have to make sure you may be doing all of that on your own. But we're not going to talk about none of that right now. What I'm going to do, I'll save that for later. Another positive message. So what I want to do right now is speak to you all about the beginner's plan. When you have something that you want to start or you want to begin, you may need to start you a beginner's plan. And why am I saying that? It's because if you don't have anything to start with, and if you're thinking, oh, well, you know, I can't start it because I don't have this, I don't have that, I have this, I don't have that. And you're thinking, you may be thinking, overthinking way too much and way too ahead. You might be thinking way like levels up. See, you got to start at level 1. Maybe not even at level 1. You maybe have to start before you even get to level 1, because you're not even there yet. And then you make it to level 1, because you got to start all the way in the beginning with your beginner's plan. See, you might be looking at others that where they have started their beginner's plan levels ago. They started theirs levels ago. And then you're looking at their beginner's plan and you're saying, wow, that's a lot. Ooh, that's really a lot. And I don't have none of that. That's because you're reaching way beyond your reach. You're reaching way. Thank you so much for the hearts. You're reaching way beyond your reach. So see, what you have to do, you have to start off with your own beginner's plan. And you might have to start off with a beginner's plan. Because if you're thinking in here, you keep thinking in here, and you keep saying, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get around to it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get around to it. I'm gonna do it. Each and every day you're thinking, I'm gonna do it. But if you say, and if you write down, not even just say, because saying it is, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get around to it. I'm gonna do it. But if you write it down, see, when you write it down, you have something to go back and look at and remind yourself and say, oh, okay, my beginner's plan. This is my beginner's plan. And this is how I'm going to start my beginner's plan off. Now, when you start your beginner's plan off, don't start off with something that's beyond your reach, because you're thinking about other people that have started their beginner's plan levels ago. They started it levels ago. You have to start off on your own level and look at the stuff that you have around you to start your beginner's plan. Now, according to what you may need to start your beginner's plan, it's what you should be writing down. And then when you're writing it down, and the reason why I could say this so I'm saying it to you like this because I've experienced it, and I might be still experiencing some of that. So I'm not just going to tell you I've experienced it like I'm just at level 1,000,000. I'm thinking at the highest level you could think of. I'm at level 1,000,000. I'm not going to tell you that because it's still some things that I am, but see, I'm not at the beginner's level. I'm not at the beginners. I'm not at the beginning, the beginning of my plan. I'm not at the beginning. So I'm like somewhere where we're way leveled up. I'm way leveled up somewhere up in there, but just not at the 1,000,000 level yet. But see, when you start your beginner's plan, you write it down and start at the beginning. What do I need? Oh, okay. I need that. I have that. I have that. I have. Okay, for instance, we're going to use YouTube. And by the way, thank you, YouTube, for the platform. If you want to start your YouTube channel and you say, well, how can I do that? I'm looking at Atavia Gold Star right now, and she is doing, on the Book Me Atavia Gold Star channel, and she is doing right now the positive message for today. And I see she do her rehearsals. I looked at some of her other stuff, and I think I'm interested. I want to begin my own YouTube channel. How can I do that? And then, right now, I'm saying right now to you that you can just begin with the phone, just the phone, 641. Yeah, just begin with a phone. And all you do is say, that's the beginning right there. You need a phone, maybe you have a computer or a tablet or something that you could log in on YouTube. But no, I forgot one step you need first. You need to have the YouTube app. If you have a YouTube app. You open up your YouTube app, and then you have your phone, right, or your computer or your tablet. You open it up on there. You download it. If you don't have YouTube, download it on your device, which is your tablet, your phone, or either a computer. You open it up, and then maybe you need to go a step further before that, way before all of that, because I should mention that if you don't know how to do it, ask someone, or maybe look for a YouTube video. YouTube is a powerful platform that you can look for a YouTube video, and it will show you exactly how you can do that. You can start off in the beginning, download the app, and then of course, you have to have a email. You have to have a email. See, these are all the beginning steps that I am using for an example if you want to start your own YouTube channel. So now you said you have just started your beginner's plan. So you're saying, I have all of that. I have a phone, I have a computer, I have a tablet. So which one do I want to start? I'm going to use my phone. Use my phone because it's much easier. Then you go into the steps of, now, what do you want your YouTube channel to be about? What do I want my YouTube channel to be about? Okay, I'm going to think, okay, When you think of that, that is what your YouTube channel should be named. You're going to name your YouTube channel after that. And then you're going to plan about, what do I need to start my YouTube channel? So you're going to look all around you. And I don't have on any of my positive messages over music. No, I got to put that on. So yeah, I'm going to keep speaking to you and encouraging you, though, that you look around you and say, oh, I want my YouTube channel to be about that. Okay, I'm just going to use what I have, and then I'm going to get myself together. I'm going to get myself dressed, lift myself up to some positive messages, and then you're going to be in the right place at your YouTube channel, whatever space that you're going to use. You're going to open up your YouTube channel each day or time that you want to open up your YouTube channel. But see, you have to have a beginner's plan, because if you don't have a beginner's plan, you may not never start it, because you will be sitting and you will be saying, if you know that it's something that you want to do, you'll be saying, oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get around to it. I'm going to do it. I think that's something that I want to do. I want to start my own, whatever it is that you want to start. It could be anything. It can be, and it may be a workout routine. What if it's a workout routine? And you say, I want to start my own workout routine. Maybe it's that you may want to eat more healthier. Or maybe that you want to start your self-care, self-love routine. It could just be that. But in any way that it is, you have to start with something. You will have to start your beginner's plan. And again, that if you write it down, it will be much, much, much more easier to have something to go by. And I'm saying that to you is because I have so much experience that. But levels go. But I will tell you the reason what made me really want to stick to my plan is when I went out one day and I said, girl, and I did mention that yesterday in my positive message for today. I said, girl, I'm so tired of these guys asking me my name, these men. Me and her was going out. I said, the next time we go out, I'm just gonna say a name. And I said, true enough, it happened. We went out We were standing outside, and the guy, he asked me my name, and he said, "What's your name?" And I said, "Octavia." I said, "Octavia," like that. And he said, "Octavia?" I said, "Yeah." So I immediately, I didn't think of the name before that. That was the first thing that came to me. And I immediately took the name and I gave it a meaning. And it was what you're hearing right now. I let it play just. Yes, so, but in the beginning, with my beginner's plan, this is what I needed. So, as me being encouraging you, sharing my lived experience with you, just know that I have experienced that. And so, this acronym is a good first step to the beginner's plan. It's not just for me. When I'm saying it, no, I'm not just selfish and just thinking about myself. That's not what this acronym is about. It is for whoever who may need it, and they're reading it or they're listening when they're saying it. It's for you. Always believe in myself. Try again. Always follow my dreams and my heart in a positive way. Increasing, or ATAV. Very determined to make it. Increasing my self-esteem. Always remember, I will never give up on myself or my dreams. So that is a good first step to the beginner's plan. And I'm watching my clock, and it is 6:45 a.m. and I think I'm going to go a little close to 7. But so when you have your beginner's plan, you're looking and you're saying, okay, now I started my beginner's plan. Now I can move down and see, what do I need to add? What do I need to add to my beginner's plan? Now you can just start adding things to your beginner's plan to enhance it now. But at least you started it, right? You started it, and now you could, elevate it more. You can elevate it more. But just remember, you have to have a beginner's plan. Don't look at anybody else's beginner's plan, because you may be looking a few steps ahead. And if you look a few steps ahead, you might not have all of that the other person have for their beginner's plan. And you might say, that may be why you're stuck. No, that's not mine. That is not my music, YouTube. Please cut me a break. I'm not trying to look. I don't want to play anybody's music on my platform, because I have my own. That is why I went out and I got rights to use my own music, like the melodies. And by the way, thank you thank you to the producers that continue to make this beautiful melodies and music that I use for my platform. Thank you so much. See, in the beginning, I had the beginner's plan. See, all of that is part of the beginner's plan. What do you need to start your beginner's plan? And it don't matter if anybody is watching. Let me miss some water. It don't matter if anybody is watching. Put on a happy face. Yes, this is my morning water cup. Let me drink some more water. You put on a happy face, or maybe put things around you that may want to encourage you to begin your own the beginner's plan. You may be put on some positive, something that is going to encourage you with positive messages to help you start your the beginner's plan. And then remember to write it down. Write your own the beginner's plan down. And then don't just write it down. After you have it written down, you then look around and see, what do I have right now to start my the beginner's plan. You start your the beginner's plan. Start your the beginner's plan. I'm going to say it again. Start your the beginner's plan, because if you don't start it, it's not going to ever happen. And I don't want to say it's not going to ever happen. It's never going to start. And guess what? While you're starting it, you may be very lonely, because you may not have people that's watching or even care or even would like, share, or comment, or even, in the beginning, it's small steps that you may have to take. Small steps. But guess what? At least you would have begun the beginner's plan. And I'm going to say that is the positive message for today. That would conclude the positive message for today. Guess what? I had wrote some of that down as notes in this phone right here. I already knew what I wanted the positive message for today to be. But I said, I'm right, let me see. I don't want to forget to say this. I don't forget to say that. Forget to say that. Forget to say that. But that's okay, because I believe that I have covered everything that I want to encourage you with, as far as, see, sometimes I have the words right here. They come out so fast because they be right here. They be like, let me out. Don't forget to say me. Don't forget to say me. I want to encourage someone too. I say me too. So I have so much that I want to say, that I want to keep continuing to encourage you with positive messages. I want to continue to keep encouraging you with positive messages. So I will be here every morning at 6:30 in the morning. See, I hired myself for my therapeutic rehearsal sessions for 7 days a week. 7 days a week. Yesterday was the 8th night. It was the 8th night. The 8th night. Let me get some more water. I'm going to put on a happy face for that. It was the 8th night, and I really, really had a therapeutic time yesterday. And I'm hoping that I want you to have a therapeutic time too, if you did. Or if you don't, and when I say therapeutic, I'm not a therapist in clinicals. I don't do medicine. I'm not an evangelist. I'm none of that. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm none of that. I'm not even a singer. But what it is, when I say therapeutic, it is self-care and self-love. Self-care and self-love. Do you see how beautiful and powerful that sounds? That's what I want for you when you tune into my channel, Book Me and Tavia Gold Star. And the positive message for today and my therapeutic rehearsal sessions every night at 6:30 or 7, or no, not up to 9:30 or 10. Now the positive message for today, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, from 6:30 to 6:55 a.m. And I will be here, rain or shine, consistently, rain or shine, I'm here. And so I don't plan on missing any days. I do not plan on missing any days. I will be here. Even today, I was like, it's getting close to that time. Now, I might not be 15 minutes or 10 minutes early right here in this space every day, but you better believe I'm watching the clock and see that's what we have to do. We have to watch the clock. We need to see what time it is, because if we don't know what time it is, we might not begin the beginner's plan. So you need a beginner's plan, a plan you can start in the beginning. And the beginning is right in the morning. What are we doing in the morning when we get up in the beginning? See, that's a beginner's plan. And so, yeah, me watching the clock, I'm going to be right here. Every morning, I will be right here. Every morning I'm going to be here. I'm not going to miss a day, because if I miss a day, how am I going to level up? See, if you miss out on what you started, how are you going to level up? See, I need to be here. I need to be here because I'm committed to being here. I'm consistent. I hired myself to be here, and I want to be consistent and committed. Why I'm encouraging you to do the same thing. So with that, I'm going to do my YouTube language and close out because it's almost 7 o'clock. Let me see. Let me watch the clock. It's 6:59. I don't have that long to do my YouTube language. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you know anybody who might want to come to my YouTube channel to get the same encouragement that you're getting, share this with them. Share, like, comment, hit the alert bell so you'll know when I'm on here, giving you more updates. And have a safe and positive Friday. And I will see you either tomorrow morning at 6:30 or either tonight at 6:30 or 7 p.m. Thank you.